Hey guys, it's Scott from Horse Racing Daily, and today's video is going to be on the 2022 West Virginia Derby this Saturday. And these little midsummer Derby preps like this are always races you got to look out for. They may not get the as big a headline as like the Whitney Stakes will or the Saratoga Derby, but you'll see some 3-year-olds come up through these type of races like this, and going to win these races and maybe towards the later part of the year start making a little name for themselves. So definitely, watch out for this race. And you got Simplification who, ran on the Derby Trail, won the Fountain of Youth, and then, got caught up in that hot pace of the Florida Derby and, got fourth in the Kentucky Derby. And then you got Homebrew who won the Pegasus last month at Monmouth. And you got We the People who won the Peter Pan, and then he got fourth in the Belmont. And you have Skippy Longstocking, who got third in the Belmont. And you have King Ottoman, who's trained by Steve Asmussen, whose barn has been, just on fire right now. So he's a horse to look out for. And that's going to get me to the three horses that I'll be playing for this race. And number one is going to be Skippy Longstocking. I like the way that Skippy Longstocking has, been training since he came out of the Belmont. And this horse has competed against some really good company, like the Wood Memorial. He got third behind early voting and Mo Donegal, the Preakness winner and the Belmont winner. And in the Preakness, he got fifth, but he was that was, of course, as a race early voting one. He had Epicenter, and then in the Belmont, it was Mo Donegal, and the Nest is probably the top filly. So this will be a nice class drop for this horse, and I really think this horse needs that. He needs to get that confidence built up a little bit and start racing some of these, and maybe he can get back up to be a major player towards the last part of the year. And I like his workout pattern coming in this race. After the Belmont, they started back in July. That's kind of normal for the horse to get a couple weeks off after the races. And he had 3 furlongs and 35 and 3, 4 furlongs and 48, 5 and 59. So he's been working out very, forwardly for this race. And even, Saffy Joseph Jr.'s came out and said that, Skippy Longstock has been training very good going into this race. And if you get anything close to those 5-1 odds, he's going to have to be a must play for this race. And that's going to bring me to the second horse that I'll be playing, and that's going to be Homebrew. And I think Homebrew could fit the profile. One of those horses that, didn't really race in some of the earlier Derby preps, but he's going to, come along these midsummer preps, and maybe by Pennsylvania Derby, you'll be, seeing this horse be one of the, likely favorites for the race. That's kind of the projected path, if he stays on at that half form. And in the Pegasus, I thought he overcame a slow pace to be able to, win that race. And he drew off and won it by 6 1/4 lengths over, Electability, who Electability is, not that great of a 3-year-old. He got beat by We the People by 10 lengths at Belmont. But nonetheless, he had the race flow go against his way, and he, won in dominating fashion. And I like that Brad Cox is trying to throw him off in the deep end against the likes of Epicenter or, Zandon or, some of those horses like that, it's kind of putting them in the smaller type race to, get the horse a chance to get his confidence and get going. So Homebrew's a second. I like the 3-1. I don't think it's going to stay 3-1. I can see him being the, maybe potential race favorite. And that's going to be the third horse I'm going to get into that I like, and that's going to be Simplification. And Simplification, there's some positive, there's some negatives. First we'll get into the positives I like, and the positive is that this horse won the Fountain of Youth, and in the Florida Derby he, got a very good third. He kind of did a lot of the dirty work on that hot pace, and Charge came back to win the Dwyer in impressive fashion. So this horse has been with pretty good company all along. Some of the negative of this horse is he bled in the Preakness, which led to his bad finish. And I don't like that, now that he's coming back, I'm not a fan of the workout pattern, because it's only, he started working out again on July 2nd. You're talking about a horse that hadn't raced since the 21st of May. So that was, near about a month and a half off between, a race and a workout. And he's only worked out 4 times between now and then. And the last two are kind of looking like, more serious, 5 furlongs in a minute and 5 furlongs and 59 and 4. So I feel like this race is a prep to maybe towards the Trevor's. I can see the Gunnevera route, I don't know if this horse will be fully cranked enough to win. I do worry about the fitness for this race. So you know if you're trying to play him, especially at the short price odds, you may want to be wary. But it's your money. But you can't play the whole field. And you have to play against somebody. And just seeing that workout pattern, and I think if he was fully cranked, this is probably the best horse in the race. But I just don't get the feeling, looking at the workouts, he's gonna be fully cranked. So that's gonna bring me to my alternate, third choice, and that's gonna be none other than King Ottoman. And I'm gonna go with King Ottoman, not so much because of what he's done, on his past performance, but this horse is trained by Steve Asmussen, and his barn is just on fire right now. I mean, look at this weekend, or this past weekend. He won with Jackie's Warrior. He won with Epicenter, and he's just winning all these stakes races right now. And this really isn't the strongest field in the world. He's not facing the top class of the 3-year-old division. So this is the race that if this horse can get some pace in front of him, I can see him coming along and winning. And Asmussen has won this race 5 times previously, so he has had a history of targeting and winning this race. So just keep that in mind, especially he's probably gonna be one of the ones that, even though you have the Asmussen name, you're gonna look at his past performance and probably discount him a little bit. I can see him going off at maybe 9, 10 to 1 potentially, and if that happens, those odds are looking real juicy. So it's gonna be King Ottoman. It's gonna be Homebrew and Skippy Longstocking as the three that I end up liking in this race. But you do got to respect Simplification, and you got to respect We the People. But I think that the tables can get turned on We the People at this point. So that's what I'm going